Good day everybody, or should I say good morning, and what a lovely start to the day it is. Literally got up at about 5:30 in the morning to come down and watch the sunrise. And considering this is a popular seaside town, Great Yarmouth, in the summer holidays in the UK, like no one else on this massive stretch of beach have come down to watch it. Well, not obviously anyway, they could be sort of like hiding away in the buildings still. But nevertheless, we are at a seaside town and there is an aquarium, a Sealife Centre, somewhere around there. So today we're going to do a tour of that.
It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps.
So as we go into the Sealife Centre, I just want to say that the lighting's kind of dim and with the blues and things like that, so it does mess up your camera a little bit. It's quite difficult to film in a public aquarium due to all the families and children running around. You kind of want to keep them out of shot, so it can be a little bit challenging at times. So this is my best shot, so I hope you enjoy. So we had a new jellyfish enclosure here, so it was kind of hippy dippy, very trippy with all the different colours. Though to be honest, even though jellyfish are quite calm and soothing, I don't think I'd actually want one like as a pet. Now this I really like, so meet the tank busters, and these are quite, I wouldn't say common, but known fish for people to actually keep in an aquarium at home, and they easily outgrow the tank. Things like arowanas, red-tailed cats, common plecos, they get way too big for the common aquarium, unless you've literally got like a garage converted into an aquarium, which most people don't. So it's quite impressive to show you what size they get to and sort of educating people at the same time. This is the biggest sort of open top low aquarium that you can look down into, and it's full of rays as well as some other fish, and it says there that Sealife breeds 13 threatened rays. So they start them off in this little tank here, so there's some cute little baby stingrays and rays in here, very camouflaged in, but they're so tiny and cute, just chilling. Then we make our way into the tropical rainforest section, so some freshwater fish in here, and here are some green spotted pufferfish. These are very characteristic fish and they love to come to the front of the tank. I used to have some a while back, but I had to get rid of them due to going away travelling, so I had to kind of sell and get rid of all my fish. Believe it or not, there is actually a crocodile in this tank with all these cichlids lurking in the dark at the back. Now this tank I am actually a little bit disappointed with. Judging by the size of it, it's probably easily 400, 500, 600 litres, and it's got small tetras in it. There's some black widow tetras in there, some celestial pearl danios. I believe there's even some penguin tetras in there somewhere as well. But the reason why I was slightly disappointed in it is because it's a huge tank. It has so much potential, and there's literally like 5 black widows in there, 4 celestial pearl danios. It's kind of like you're not doing them justice. I'd at least have like 20 or 30 of a couple of schools of different kinds of tetras, unless they did have at one point and they've just slowly died off. I'm not too sure, but I feel they could have done this a lot better with schooling fish. However, if you move on to the tank that's next to them, it's a lovely display of rainbow fish. It's probably about 4 or 5 different species of rainbow fish in it, and their coloration is just spectacular. Well done. Good job, Sealife. There has to be a piranha tank to strike the fear into anyone walking by. And although piranhas have that vicious reputation, they're actually pretty boring fish. Like, they don't swim a lot. They're only really entertaining when you feed them. I think working in the aquarium industry and being quite an active hobbyist, it does make you sort of really criticise other tanks in other places. Although, I mean, to the average Joe, all these tanks are spectacular and they are good, but I mean, you can nitpick a bit, and sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy like the aesthetics and the ambience of the aquarium, how calming and relaxing it is. Now this is my favourite tank by far. It's a Lego aquarium. Look at that little Lego diver. Well, it's not really little, it's probably about 1.5 to 2 foot tall. I think that's because they had some special event with Lego for the kids over the summer holidays. So there's a Lego tank. We didn't actually go to the penguins quite early on, but there was a feeding slightly later, so we went back again to watch them being fed. It was pretty funny seeing them all lined up as they're waiting for the food. I suppose this was some kind of system so they could actually feed each individual penguin, so none of them kind of were greedy enough to keep all the food. Although they're quite slow and waddly on land, when they're in water they're like torpedoes straight through, just slicing like a hot knife through butter. It's impressive as well that some of these penguins are nearly actually as old as me, born in the 1990s. So the biggest aquarium they had here was the one that has the tunnel through the middle. And you can literally walk or swim. You're not really swimming, but the fish are swimming. You can literally walk with the sharks and fish as they swim alongside you. It is pretty breathtaking looking up at a black-tipped reef shark as it swims over you. Makes me want to put my dive gear back on and go swimming with sharks or diving with sharks. Black-tipped reef sharks are actually pretty harmless towards humans. They're not going to attack you. It's kind of in their name, they're a reef shark. They like to swim on the reefs and eat the fish but live on there. They don't go for anything big. Now my knowledge on marine aquariums is fairly basic, but this was a nice soft coral display tank. I believe there's a flame angel in there, a yellow tang, some chromis, something like that, the schooling fish. And there were actually a couple of clownfish hiding in the corner, probably because they're sick and tired of kids going up going, Nemo, Nemo! When I was looking at the pretty chilled, zenned out seahorses, just listening in the background.
Dories, look at me, Dories!
I think you mean a regal tang. So yeah, along with the Nemo and Dory theme, there's pretty much guaranteed to be a decent clownfish tank at a public aquarium. And this one was pretty impressive, to be honest. There was quite a few clownfish in this tank, ranging from babies up to the biggest one, which you could tell was the dominant female. So this was the closest I could get to kind of making it look like I was actually swimming with the fish. So now we're done with Sealife Centre. We're on the beach, nice sand dune area, and we're going to do a litter pick just to kind of like tidy up other people's mess. And surprisingly, quite a lot of the mess that we see hasn't been washed on from the beach. It's literally just people walking by, not her because she's picking it up, and literally littering. So let's do a bit of a tidy up. And it's good to see that we're not actually the only ones. If I zoom in, I don't know if you can see that in the background there's a group of maybe 15 or 20 people, and they've all got bags, but they're picking up rubbish on the main beach. We're just in the sand dune area, so it's good to see other people doing their bit for the environment. You should do a litter pick if you ever get the chance to do so. We've been going about 15 minutes and we've managed to almost fill a bag of rubbish. I'd say about 2/3 full. Most of it is quite tiny, all forms of different, trying to get out of shop?
Yeah.
All forms of like different kinds of plastic, but the main culprit seem to be cigarette butts. So yeah, if you do smoke, it's a bad habit, put them in the bin. So we've done our bit now. All that's left is to put this into the main garbage disposal rubbish bins, but will be dotted along the beach somewhere, and get it disposed of properly rather than littering the beautiful beach of, I was going to say Brighton, Great Yarmouth with the pier in the background. So now we've got to find somewhere to wash our hands as well, because yeah, it's pretty grimy really. Ideally either wear gloves or use a proper litter picker, but you know, needs must. We didn't have any of that, so we just went bare-handed picking up litter. So a little bit of safety if you can. There you go, so that's our little bit towards the environment. I hope you enjoyed this video and the tour of the aquarium. If you did, then whack that thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button down below, and any comments, questions or queries, leave them down there too, and I shall see you in another video. Thanks for watching, see you later. It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Let's keep things shrimple with simply shrimps. Do 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 do. Yeah!